Hi, this is Jim Pewter. Remember songs like The Mountains High and Tell Me, Young and in Love? Dick St. John is here, of Dick and Dee Dee, and we're going to bring it all back. 1964 with Dick and Dee Dee. That's Dick and Dee Dee, and Dick St. John is my special guest. Welcome.
Well, thank you, Jim.
Thou shalt not steal. I'm looking at the time, 1:58. That they don't make records that short anymore, do they?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I even at the time when we made that, I thought, gosh, this is a short one. But
yeah.
Everybody said, oh, well, they'll play it. They'll play it just before they go into the news.
Right. They have to have everything. The seconds are timed and everything. What great music you had with Dee Dee in the 60s. We're going to get into a lot of your hits. And I want to ask about some recent things you've been doing. We'll get to that later, but let's go back to 1961 and tell me how you got involved with the music business, Dick.
Well, I just was a kid going to school, and I wanted to make records, so I decided the only way I was ever going to get a shot at making a record is if I wrote my own song and put it together. And I did. I wrote The Mountains High, and Dee Dee and I were going to school together. We collaborated on a song, the other side of The Mountains High, called I Want Someone, and went into a little studio, and I played the piano, and we just recorded the voices over and over. It was only 2-track then, stereo, ping-pong back and forth, and put on about 10 voices. And then I met this man, Don Rolke, who had had Kooky Kooky Lend Me Your Comb and 16 Reasons by Connie Stevens. He had produced those records. And I played the Mountains High tape for him, and he said, yeah, this is great. Well, see if we can get something happening. And that's how it all...
Now, the tape that you played for Don, was that like a finished master, or did you have to go in and recut
it? Oh, no, just a piano and vocal.
Yeah, that was it.
But the finished record only had piano, drum, bass, and... we overdubbed a guitar and a drum. It was very, very simple, very simple record.
Who's playing drums on this?
The drummer's name is Alan Brenneman, and if you ever see a classic movie called Some Like It Hot with Jack Lemmon, Marilyn Monroe, he's the little bellboy that keeps coming in and snapping his tie. And
oh, I remember. Yeah.
That's Alan. That's the drummer.
1961. It was such a big, big hit. Dick and Dee Dee's first, The Mountains High.
Don't you give up, baby. Don't
That's Dick and Dee Dee. That's The Mountains High. It's a unique sounding record, Dick. Even today, when you hear it back after all these years, I imagine people didn't know really what you and Dee Dee really look like after hearing something like that.
They
right?
had no idea.
Yeah.
They had no idea. It was, it was fun. It was, we were. A lot of people thought that there were more than two people. A lot of people thought that we were black. Some people. It was just, and in those days, of course, you didn't really have an identity. Television wasn't really happening that much, except when you got an album out, then your picture would start to appear in a few teenage magazines. But
did you do a lot of record hops around this time?
Not that many record hops at that time. We did a big tour in the summer of '61, the first tour we had ever been on, with Gary U.S. Bonds, Ray Peterson, Kathy Young, and Dick and Dee Dee, and we went all over Texas and down to New Orleans.
I'm going to do a little piece of business here, then we'll come back with another one of your hits, Tell Me. Communication links between commanders and service members with equal opportunity problems have been established in all branches of the service. This channel of communication is your equal opportunity officer who has experience in handling any problems of a racial nature. An informal counselor and equal opportunity with direct access to your commander. If you have a problem, see your equal opportunity officer for a solution. This is Jim Pewter with Dick St. John, and we're bringing back memories of the 60s with Dick and Dee Dee. You had follow-up success, which was nice because a lot of times people would have a unique sounding record and never come back on the charts again. It was like the combination of being in the studio at the right time, the right producer, just everything kind of fit together, and then that magic never happened again. But you continued to have hits, and you followed it up with a song called Tell Me, and this is an original, isn't it?
Yeah, it's another song that I wrote.
Yeah. How do you write? Well, back in those days, would you just come up with lyrics first, or the melody, and then kind of put it together? Or
in those days, I guess I would sit down at the piano and I would turn on my tape recorder and I just kept playing and playing, and whatever would happen, then I would sit back and I'd listen what I had done and I'd think, oh, I like that piece and I'll put that with this, and that's how does anybody really create anything? I all of a sudden realized, gosh, I'm a songwriter, so I had to really prove to myself that I was indeed a songwriter.
Mm-hmm.
So
this song is called Tell Me, and it had sort of a feeling where people could kind of dance close to a song like this. You came off of The Mountains High, which was a unusual sounding record, but now they can kind of dance close. You became sort of, with Dee Dee, they were identifying love songs now with you.
Right.
Yeah. Let's listen one more time with Dick and Dee Dee.
Tell me where I came to lose your love. Tell me what did I do wrong? Was it only make-believe? Why it lasted oh so long? Could it be that you found someone new? Tell me, am I just a memory? Tell me please, I have to know. It means everything to me. I thought our love would never end. That shows how blind love can be. Won't you please say you care and bring your love back here to me?
That's Dick and Dee Dee. Tell me, how did you meet Dee Dee?
Dee Dee and I met through my wife, Sandy.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that isn't completely true. I met my wife, Sandy, through Dee Dee, but Dee Dee and I knew each other from school days.
Mm-hmm.
School days.
Yeah. What is she doing today?
Dee Dee lives up in Big Sur, Carmel, and she lives back in the mountains, and she's into meditation and into being at peace.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever get together for an occasional show from time to time?
No, we haven't. We have never gotten back together after we hung up the team, singing together. We never did get back together.
Mm-hmm.
We're still friends. We still talk, and I saw her not too long ago, and she's fine, and she's happy.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place up there. Yeah, and you can kind of reflect with the ocean, and it's a whole new consciousness. Yeah. After The Mountains High and Tell Me, Dick and Dee Dee left Liberty Records, went over to Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers at that time really wasn't into the rock and roll thing that much, was it?
Well, Warner Brothers was really, at that time, a label that would release records on their movie stars. The Connie Stevens, and they had, Joni Summers was there. She was just a great singer. They had Bing Crosby and other people like that.
And we should mention also the Everly Brothers.
Oh, well, yes,
came over,
that was their biggest act that they had. They had just signed the Everlys maybe about 8 months before that.
Uh-huh. We're going to play a tune called Young and in Love, and Dick St. John brought along some of the albums. I have to admit to you, I don't have the albums. I have most of your singles, but it brings back a lot of memories when I see the albums. And we're going to play a cut right now. Young and in Love, was this your first Warner Brothers hit?
This was it.
Uh-huh.
Young and in Love.
Yeah. Were you happy signing with them at the time?
Oh, yeah, I thought it was great. I was very happy, and they were very happy to have us there, and they treated us real well and gave us a lot of promotion, which in those days, was not too much today, but it was in those days, so it was good.
That's Young and in Love. Dick St. John is my guest, and this is Jim Pewter. You're listening to the music of Dick and Dee Dee, and I know a lot of you listening remember Dick and Dee Dee from the Shindig television show, which was carried over the ABC network, and I know American Forces television network also ran it. And Shindig was a lot of fun, wasn't it, Dick?
Oh, it was great. It was a lot of fun.
And it was all live, wasn't it? In those days, you would sing live?
Yeah, we would sing. We'd sing live. The tracks were pre-recorded. But we would sing live, and it was great.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember the first show you did on Shindig? Some of the other people that were with you on that particular night?
Gosh, you got me on that one. I don't remember other than the regulars, which were Bobby Sherman and Donna Lauren, and then maybe the Righteous Brothers were on that show. I think they might have been.
And Glenn Campbell was a regular too for a time.
Glenn was on and off, right?
Because I remember seeing Glenn, and he used to always perform a Roy Orbison song.
Yeah.
And of course, that was before he had his hits, but he was getting known through Shindig at the time. And then Jimmy Burton played guitar. I remember
Jimmy Burton was in the band. Yeah, he was. There was Delaney. What is Delaney's last name? Delaney Bramlett. Yeah, he was one of the Shin Dogs.
Oh, Shin Dogs, right? I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. I know that I got it was one of the first times we had not really done a lot of live TV show, other than just doing a lip sync to a record, and got a few letters after we had done Shindig, and many people would write and say, why do you move your mouth on the high parts, the little answering things when we do thou shall not steal, and many people had thought that the high voice always was Dee Dee singing, but it really wasn't. It was me.
And also, I should point out that Lou Christie's records came really after you kind of set that style, and then there was the Bee Gees, of course, who became so popular with that high sound.
Lou Christie and Dee Dee and I did a lot of tours together, and I just think it was kind of just happened. I don't think he really copied. He was on the other side of the United States, and he just was doing his own thing, but it was funny how all of a sudden a thing of falsetto records started coming out, and then Four Seasons, and
of course, and then Brian Wilson with the Beach Boys. Yeah. Coming up, we have I'll give you a little clue. Dick and Dee Dee are going to sing a Buddy Holly song. Who was it that said, "They can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety, deserve neither liberty nor safety"? Those words were written by Benjamin Franklin in the year 1759. Even before the United States of America had come into being, Franklin realized that the path toward freedom was a difficult one. He knew that there would be many people who would prefer easier paths to the difficult one that led toward freedom. These people, he felt, did not deserve to enjoy freedom. Just as there were in Ben Franklin's time, there are people who would choose what looks like the safe and easy way to protect American freedom. They would be willing to sacrifice some of their liberties in order to be comfortable. But the surrender of a little freedom soon leads to the surrender of all freedom. Liberty can be protected only by constant vigilance and the willingness to fight to protect if necessary. Remember the words of Benjamin Franklin. They are part of our American heritage. I was looking through my section. I file everything under, of course, A, B, C, D. I have the single artists the same way, then the groups, and I was looking on all the 45s I have under Dick and Dee Dee. And I came across Not Fade Away. It's been recorded by many people down through the years. And how did you happen to pick this Buddy Holly song, Dick?
Well, it was funny how Time also had some unknown group in England at that time recording this same song that I didn't know about at the time, the Rolling Stones. Their record was a lot different, I think funkier than ours, a little harder. But I just liked the song, and I felt like it was a good time to hear an old Buddy Holly song.
Huh. Well, let's hear it again.
I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna be. You're gonna give your lover to me. I wanna love you a night and day. You know my lover not a fade away. to me. A lover to last more than one day. A lover that's a lover, not a fade away. A lover that's a lover, not a fade away.
Not Fade Away, written by Buddy Holly, performed by Dick and Dee Dee, and now we have kind of a worldwide exclusive, something recent from Dick St. John. Tell me about it.
Well, this is a new record that I have out that I feel real good about. It's the kind of music that I like. I just call them happy things. Makes me feel good when I hear it. It's called Easy to Love.
All right. What label is it on, Dick?
Well, it's on RCA, and in other parts of Europe, it's on a label called CNR.
All right. Dick St. John. That was Easy to Love, Dick St. John. I like that.
Well, thank you, Jim.
Thank you for the interview.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
We're moving out with Sandy Nelson. This is Jim Pewter along with Dick St. John. Until next time, you keep it straight ahead. Bye-bye. Hi, this is Jim Pewter. The next 30 minutes or so, you'll be hearing some great music from Dick and Dee Dee, and Dick St. John is my guest. You ready?
I'm ready, Jim.
1961. Let's go climbing. That's Dick St. John and Dee Dee. 1961, The Mountains High. That was their first hit. What a special year that was, 1961. A lot of great memories, huh, Dick?
A lot of good memories for me, yes.
Yeah, and before you cut this record, what was your life like at the time before this happened? How did this change your life and your perspective on things? Was there a immediate change when it hit the charts and people started to hear you on the radio, and how did that affect your head?
The first record I don't really think made me feel like I just loved hearing it on the radio. You know, it was exciting to hear your song and your voice on the radio. I think maybe after I had about 3 hits, I started feeling like, gosh, this is great. I just expected my next one to be played, and that next one because I was becoming a rock and roll star.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and hearing your record on the radio for the first time has to be kind of a magical moment, because you're hearing, all of a sudden, it's you on there, because before it was everybody else you were listening to, and it was kind of like a little fantasy thing. You go to the record store and buy a record, but all of a sudden now you go in and you see, gee, Dick and Dee Dee, that's me.
Yeah.
It's like it's another person sometime you think of it as, right? The record and the voice?
Yeah, it was the first time I ever heard The Mountains High on the radio. I was so excited. I came speeding home. I pulled in the driveway. I wanted my family to know, I just heard it. I went running up and I slipped on the front step and I almost knocked myself out on the front door. My head hit the front door and I was kind of stunned, but I'll never forget that day. It was very exciting, and I felt like, God, it's my record. It's on the station. It was great.
Mm-hmm. Let's move a few years up now. 1965. You and Dee Dee are doing a lot of appearances, and you're appearing on the popular television show Shindig, which really introduced you to a lot of people, so they could know who you are now. Finally, you were probably getting recognized out on the street, right?
After we did Shindig, Dick and Dee Dee's career took off 10 notches higher than it had been. It was amazing, because so many people were actually seeing you, the power of television.
Yeah, it's tremendous. Here's Be My Baby with Dick and Dee Dee. That's Dick and Dee Dee, 1965. This is Jim Pewter with our special guest, Dick St. John. That was Be My Baby. Besides the Shindig television shows, I'm sure you did some of the Dick Clark caravans, right?
Oh, we did many Dick Clark caravans, yes. And we did Dick Clark American Bandstand when it was in Philadelphia, too, and then, of course, when it moved to the West Coast. And
those live shows, were they hectic? I remember that he would have like maybe 9 or 10 acts, and it was bus tours then, wasn't it?
They were grueling.
They were?
They were grueling. There was not much glamour, but it was fun. I mean, everybody that was on a bus tour on a caravan of stars was a hit recording artist. They only booked if, it would be the top 15 acts, the top 15 records, and they'd go out for the summer, and it was a lot of fun. It was hard. I can remember a lot of good times, though. Everybody playing guitars and singing. I mean, we'd be singing. Gene Pitney would be singing. There'd be Lou Christie and Dick and Dee Dee and the Orlons and the Shirelles, and it was great.
Yeah.
The kind of things that you couldn't buy.
It's changed so much now, the music business, compared to those days.
Definitely.
And you can imagine, whatever a show like that would cost, a couple of dollars, I imagine, but you'd go in and for about 3 hours you'd see 8 to 10 acts.
Right.
They'd each do 3 numbers. Someone else would come on. What a variety. And it was a lot of fun. And I remember the girls would run over to the bus, before it would go. They want to get the autographs and all that.
Sometime the bus, we'd have people on top of the bus sometimes.
Is that right? Yeah. We're going to play a tune called Turnaround, and this has been a special song through the years, a song everyone can relate to. Jimmy Rogers recorded this later, didn't he?
I think he did. There's been many people that have recorded this song. The version that Dee Dee and I did really was the biggest hit. And I always loved the song. I thought it was great. It had been a Kodak commercial for a while, and I'd been hearing the song for a long time. We recorded it. We had it in the can for almost 2 years before they ever thought this could be a single.
It became quite a single, I'll tell you.
Life grows short and man grows old. Summer's gone and the wind turns cold. You're a young white
That's Turn Around, Dick and Dee Dee. Isn't that pretty? I was just thinking about the times we look back and when we have children and then they grow up and go out the door and time moves so quickly. Remember back when you were a kid and your mom set up a carpool to eliminate some of the driving duties? You and your neighbors rode together in a car to the same school and back home to the same neighborhood. It was fun for you and saved a great deal of wear and tear on your mom. What it also did was to save a lot of gas and money. Today we need to help all of us now by forming a carpool with some of our friends and neighbors and cut back on our enormous use of fuel. If the average occupancy, currently 1.3 people per car, was increased by just one, our daily saving on gasoline use would drop by more than 22 million gallons a day. Give it a try. I remember the days, Dick, we would just, go into a service station and buy about $1 worth of gas, and that would be enough for the whole night. We could just ride around and...
It sure would be.
Yeah, but now you can't. You $5, that's it. And like nothing hardly at all. And I remember dollars. I one time, 10 years ago, 35 cents. I said, put 35 cents worth of gas in my car. I have to get home, It took me a couple, 10 miles or something.
I remember when it was a little over a quarter.
Yeah.
A gallon.
Dick St. John is here. And Dick, of course, had so many great hits with Dee Dee, and we're spotlighting some of them right now. I picked out a record called When Blue Turns to Gray. This is a unique record that you cut with Dee Dee, and it features Mick Jagger and Keith Richards as the writers. And also, I believe it was produced by their producer, wasn't it?
Their producer, Andrew Oldham, produced it. They're playing all the instruments. The Stones are playing the instruments and singing background with us, too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. This was recorded at Decca Records in London, and it was about 3:30 in the morning.
How did you happen to meet the Stones?
Well, Warner Brothers sent us to Europe. We had gone the year before, and I did a recording session with Tony Hatch, who was producing Petula Clark at that time. And then the next year, Joe Smith said, I think you should go and be produced by this guy, Andrew Oldham, who's producing this group called the Rolling Stones. Would you like to? And I said, sure, great.
The Stones are in the background. It's a collector's item indeed. Dick and Dee Dee, When Blue Turns to Gray.
Turns to gray, and try as you may, your tears just don't feel good, and you know that you will find her, find her, find her. You think you'll have a ball, and she won't care at all. You'll find another girl, or maybe more to pass the time away. Then blue turns to gray, and try as you may, your tears just don't feel good, and you know that you will find her, find her, find her. Then blue turns to gray, and try as you may, your tears just don't feel good, and you know that you will find her, find her, find her. She's not home when you call, you walk alone to all places where she likes to be, but she has been away.
It's Dick St. John with Dee Dee, When Blue Turns to Gray, written by the Stones, and Mick and Keith, I guess all of them were on that session, weren't they?
They were all on that session, yes.
Let me ask you this. With all the success you had in the early 60s, mid-60s, you're on Shindig doing the Dick Clark tours, the music business and the sound really changed in the late 60s. Hendrix came on the scene, you had The Who, and so many groups, self-contained groups. How did that affect you? How did you handle that? Because I noticed on the charts, the top 10 records weren't there anymore in the late 60s. And how did you cope with that?
Well, I don't know how I coped with it right at the time. It was, I was wanting to make records and would have loved to have had, records being played at that time. But I don't know, you just had to, I let go. I had to. That was the only thing I could do, if you know what I mean. I just had to kind of back off, and I got into writing songs more. And Sandy, my wife, and I, we wrote a lot of songs. We very much in the music thing. I've always been in the music thing as a writer, but it just wasn't. It wasn't time to be making records at that time anymore for me.
Yeah.
For Dick and Dee Dee, anyway.
It's a phase you go through. There's a certain amount of years in your life where you do this, and then you're into a stage now writing, but you've always done that. It's kind of special to have a song that you wrote and then it continues on through the years. A song will go on forever, and especially when other people will cover it down through the years and you hear a whole different arrangement, but it's your words and music, and that's kind of a nice feeling, to know that that'll continue on. Another beautiful song you did is called All My Trials. It's been a standard through the years. You made some changes on this particular record, didn't you, as far as
yeah, just it's a PD song. It was our own little things. I don't know what was unique about it at the time, but I know we worked with it, and it was a beautiful song.
Yeah. All My Trials. Here's Dick and Dee Dee, 1964.
All my trials, Lord, soon be over. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. You know all men were born to die. The river Jordan is muddy and cold. It chills the body, yet warms the soul. All my trials, Lord, soon be over. Too late, my brothers, too late, but never mine. All my trials, Lord, soon be over. If freedom were a thing that money could buy, the rich would live and the poor would die. All my trials, Lord, soon be over.
That's a song that touches the heart. Sure does. All My Trials. Dick St. John is my guest. And Dick sang with Dee Dee in the 60s. He is now writing today, and that was All My Trials. Say, where are you going on vacation this year? Leave time is one of the greatest benefits of being in the service. Every year you're entitled to 1 month of pay vacation to enjoy as you please. For every month of active service, you accrue 2.5 days of leave time. It's just like putting time in the bank. You can add, subtract, or borrow time. And if you have any remaining when you're separated from the service, you'll be paid for that time. Have a nice vacation. Vacation time. I haven't been on a vacation, Dick, in a long time. You know, it seems like just playing these records and reminiscing with people like you is a vacation to me. I don't even look upon it as work, and I guess that's kind of special. People say, hey, that's the way it's supposed to be, you know.
Well, I feel the same way, Jim.
Yeah. You've been writing a lot lately?
Yes, we have.
Uh-huh.
I have. I write with my wife. We're a writing team. She writes with a lot of other writers too, but we write a lot of things together.
Yeah. Any particular time of the day or evening that you write, or is just when something flows creatively, you'll sit down?
We write at all different times.
Yeah. There
isn't any real particular time, unless we have an assignment that we know we have to get done by a certain time, and then we'll do it. Then we, you know.
Do you find sometime if someone says, here's an assignment, Dick St. John, we want you to do movies, score, or whatever, you have to have it done in 2 months from today. Do you work better sometime under those pressures, knowing something has to be done on a deadline?
Yes.
Yeah. Even if you stay up like many nights sometime to get it done, you're just working to know that you look at the calendar, the date's there, I have to have it done by that date, and then you will get it done. But do you like that sometime having that?
I think so far every time that's ever happened, it's always been good.
Mm-hmm.
The adrenaline is up, and we feel like, we got an assignment on this one, you know. I think it's easier than just sitting down and saying, I think I'm going to write a song like this, and you think, well, but when you have a definite direction where it's going, and if you only have a few days to do it, it's great.
You got a special song now. It's a recent side featuring you, Easy to Love. Did you write this with your wife?
Yes, and another writer, a good friend. 3 of us.
And it's released in Europe now.
Now.
Okay, go get it. Dick St. John, this is Easy to Love.